Hi, welcome to Bellydance with Trinity Wave. Today we're going to do section 1 of a 3-part choreography series. We'll start with a warm-up, then we'll learn 3 moves and put those 3 moves together. We'll repeat that a few times to make sure that we get it, and then we'll cool down. So if you have a hip scarf, grab that, and let's get started. Let's start our warm-up with our belly dance stance. So feet parallel, keep the knees slightly bent, tuck the pelvis under slightly, engage the core, roll the shoulder blades back onto the back. From here, see if you can bring the front of the chin towards the ears slightly, and lift through the crown of the head. Lift the elbows up, and now we're in our belly dance stance. Okay, so the next thing we're going to learn is our walk forward and back. It's a 3-step walk, and it's the basic foundation for this choreography. So we're going to take 3 steps forward, starting with the left foot, feet parallel and hold. Then we're going to walk 3 steps back, starting with the right foot, and then feet parallel and hold. So I'm going to show you this first, and then we'll do it together. Okay, great. So now let's do this together. Starting in our belly dance stance. Now begin to step forward with the left, bend, right, bend, left, bend, feet parallel and bend. Step back, right foot, bend, left, bend, right, bend, feet parallel and bend. Great job. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. So we'll continue to come back to that move. First, let's do a little stretch. So let's bring the legs out wide. We're going to do a wide angle chest dip here. Bringing the chest down towards the left. Do a little semicircle and up. Chest down towards the right. Semicircle and up. Now we can add the arms here. So opening to those T arms or bird arms. Doing great. Keep breathing. All right, great job. Shake it out. Okay, so we're going to do a hip lock here. It'll look like this. We're going to bend into one knee and the other. Imagine shutting a car door. We're going to do 2 counts of 8 here. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Come back into that belly dance stance. Let's do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job. Okay, so now we're going to do a shoulder punch. It'll look like this. So let's begin this together. We're going to start in our belly dance stance. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Lift the elbows up. From here, we're going to bring the left head of the shoulder forward and then the right. 2, 3, 4. So now let's do 2 8 counts here. We'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. And remember to contract that shoulder as you're coming back. So I'll show it on the back this time and feel contracting onto the back. You can join me here. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. So our next move is a plie. So we're going to get into first position here. We're going to do a plie 8 count for 2 rounds. So let's begin. Stand up nice and tall. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Engage the core. 5, 6. Stand up nice and tall. 7, and 8. Okay, now this time when we bend, we're going to extend the arms and come back to center. So let's do that for an 8 count. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Great job. Now we're going to do a arabesque prep here. So step the feet slightly wider than hips distance. You can watch first. So we're going to do a bend and point for an 8 count. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go bend and point, bend and point. 3, 4, stand up nice and tall. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Great job. Okay, so now we're going to do an arabesque lift. It'll look like this. Okay, so here my leg is going back 45 degrees behind me. So not to the side and not directly back, but in between those. We're going to do an 8 count here. We're going to bend and lift, bend and lift. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go bend and lift, bend and lift. We have 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Keep lifting up nice and tall. 2 more. 7 and 8. Great job. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Our last little warm-up move is a neck roll. So we're going to bring the left ear to the left shoulder, tuck the chin and roll. You're doing great. Keep breathing. One more time. Come to center. Great job. All right, so now let's get started with our choreography. Okay, so our first move is going to be a shoulder punch, bend, and walk, and you can watch me first. Okay, so let's go through this together. We'll go 1, 2, bend. 1, 2, bend. 1, 2, bend. 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Keep bending through the knees. And now let's do this together slow with a walk. So we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, bend, step forward left. 1, 2, bend, step forward right. 1, 2, bend, step forward left. 1, 2, bend, feet parallel and bend. So we'll go 1, 2, step back with the right foot. We'll go 1, 2, bend, 1, 2, bend, 1, 2, bend, feet parallel, 1, 2, bend. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. So that was our shoulder punch, bend, and walk. Let's do this again. So let's do it a little bit quicker. So we'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. Step left and bend, right, bend, left, bend, feet parallel and bend. Then we go back with the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job. Take a nice little breather here. And let's do it again. So we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. Step left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job. So that was our first move of the choreography, the shoulder punch and bend. So the next move in our choreography is a hip lift and walk. So you can watch me first. Okay, so we're going to do a hip lift and then we'll add that with a walk. So we'll do the feet first and then we'll add the arms. So let's try this together. So I'm going to turn to the left side and we're going to do 4 hip lifts together. So I'm going to break this down. We're going to lift that left heel up and the movement is coming from the internal oblique. So feel inside here and then frame that hip and we're going to lift and lower for 4. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great job. So the leg is not just straightening and bending, the movement is coming from the internal oblique. So let's switch sides. We'll do 4 on the right side. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1 and 2. Feel inside. 3 and 4. Great job. Okay, so now that we got our hip lift down, we're gonna learn our walk. So we're gonna externally rotate that right foot so that we're in like a first position in that right foot. Then the left foot is going to step in front, that heel lifts, then we can do our hip lift. That foot then externally rotates so that we can turn. Now right foot in front, hip lift. Right foot externally rotates, step to the front. So we're doing a little twist here. And then from that hip lift, we're gonna step out to parallel. We'll do our little shoulder punch and bend. And then we'll step back with our right foot. So right foot is going to go back to that external rotation. Left foot hip lifts. And here we're going to do a little twist here. So make sure that you're lifting up onto the balls of the feet and step back. Good. Then we can turn and hip lift and then step back, hip lift, feet parallel, shoulder punch, bend. And I'm kind of swiveling on the balls of my feet. This might be a little bit more challenging if you have carpet. Okay, so here we're gonna add the arms. So the hip that's lifting, that hand is gonna frame the hip, the other hand comes up, lift, and then we're gonna come out to a T and switch sides. Lift, T, switch sides, T, switch sides. So let's do this for a 4 count. So let's go 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Great job. So now let's add this in with our walk. So once again, we're going to externally rotate when we turn. We're going to externally rotate that right foot first. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feet parallel, shoulder punch, bend. Step back with the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job. Before we do it one more time at tempo, let's do a little wide angle chest dip. We'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll go 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shake it out. Let's do our hip lift and walk to tempo. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay! Great job. Okay, so now let's move on to our next move. So we're doing the exact same move. It's a hip lift, but instead of walking forward and back 3 steps, we're going to walk into a circle 3 steps, shoulder punch, bend, and then walk into a circle the other direction in 3 steps, shoulder punch, bend, and clap. So you can watch me, it'll look like this. Let's break this down together. So I'm going to do the feet first, and then we'll add the arms after that. So here, we're going to come into our belly dance stance, hands on the hips. We're going to cross the left foot over the right. We're going to lift up onto the balls of the feet and pivot 1/3 of a turn. So it's a cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot. Let's do that 2 more times. Cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot. Back to center. Great job. So now let's add the arms into this. And once again, the same hip that's lifting, that hand is going to frame the hip, other hand is up. So it's going to be stationary when we do our turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, shoulder punch, bend. Okay, one little thing that I'm going to add to this is to try to externally rotate the hands. So we're twisting the wrists as we turn. We're going to do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross, lift, pivot, twist those hands. Shoulder punch, bend. Great job. Now let's go to the other side. So now it'll look like this on this side. So here we're gonna cross, right foot over left, lift and pivot, cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, back to center. Now let's add the arms. So we're gonna go cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, shoulder punch, bend. Now let's add that little twist, and then we'll add our shoulder punch, bend, and clap at the end. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay! So now let's put those two moves together. Where we're gonna go to the right and go to the left. Shoulder punch, bend in between, and then shoulder punch, bend, clap at the end. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, shoulder punch, bend. We go cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, shoulder punch, bend, and clap. Yay! Let's do it one more time before we move on and put all of our moves together. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, shoulder punch, bend. Other side, cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, cross, lift, pivot, shoulder punch, bend, and clap. Yay! Okay, so now let's get ready for our choreography. You can get a little drink of water and we'll come back. Let's put all of our moves for section 1 together. So just to do a little recap, the first move we did is a shoulder punch, bend, and walk. 3 steps forward, shoulder punch, bend, and walk at the front, 3 steps back. Then we do a hip lift and walk. We'll take 3 steps forward, shoulder punch, bend at the front, and hip lift and walk back. From there, we're going to do a hip lift circle in 3 steps, shoulder punch, bend, hip lift circle, other side, then shoulder punch, bend, and clap. So I'm going to show you and then we'll do it together. All right, so now let's break this down together. So remember, shoulder punch and bend to begin. 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulder punch and bend at the front. Walk right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip lift, walk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip lift circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulder punch, bend, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulder punch, bend, and clap. Yay! All right, let's do a little wide angle chest dip here to just stretch. You're doing great. So let's do this 2 more times to make sure that we really have it, and then we can cool down. Getting into our belly dance stance. Roll the shoulder blades back and down, bend the knees. We're getting ready for our shoulder punch and bend. 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulder punch, bend, and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hip lift, walk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulder punch, bend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip lift, walk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip lift, circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulder punch, bend, and clap. Yay! Let's do a little neck roll here. You're doing great. Do a little forearm stretch here. We'll just do it one more time. So I'm going to try to talk less on this one. Stand up nice and tall. And remember just to have fun on this time, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay! Great job! Great job with your belly dance class today. Now let's cool down. Now let's start with the tricep stretch. So we're going to bring the left hand up and over. Right hand grabs onto the left elbow. Inhale nice and tall. Keep breathing. Great. Now let's switch sides. This time, right hand comes up and over. Left arm grabs onto the right elbow. Stand up nice and tall. Keep breathing. One more inhale and exhale here. Great job, and release. Now we're going to go to a hamstring stretch. So we're going to turn to the left side. We're going to bring the left foot out long, right knee bends. We're going to lead with the chest. Inhale to lower. Exhale to round back up, tuck the chin. Doing this 2 more times with your breath nice and slow. And the third time we'll stay and hold. Put the hands right onto the thighs. Inhale and exhale here, trying to lengthen through the spine. One more inhale and exhale here. And then roll back up and we'll switch sides. This time straightening the right leg. Bend into the left knee. Inhale to lower. Exhale to roll up. Nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. Then we'll inhale to stay and hold. Lengthening through the spine. One more inhale and exhale here. And then we'll round up. Great job. Now we're going to come to a wide angle here. We're going to bring the hands to the thighs, bend the knees, feet parallel. Inhale to roll down, leading with the chest. Exhale, round to come up. 2 more times like this. Inhaling to drop. Exhaling to come back up. We're going to come up and down one more time, and then we'll come down and hold. Great job. Hands come down towards the ankles, straighten the legs. We're going to stay here and hold. Wide angle forward fold. Great job. One more inhale and exhale here. And then we'll roll all the way back up to standing. Great job. Thank you for coming to this belly dance class. I hope you had a great time and I hope you come back and keep dancing. Love and light. Namaste.